Hey there, folks. Just wanted to come on and talk with you guys a little bit about North Korea and their threatened Christmas present. Now, the president of the US went to North Korea on multiple occasions, right? And he has met with the chairman or prime minister or whatever type of leader it is that they have over there. And it's my opinion that they're friends. You know, there's a high likelihood that those guys make plans together. And the idea of a Christmas present from North Korea, it brought to mind this book that I read a while back called Behold a Pale Horse. In that book, the author, William Cooper, talks about mass arrests. He talks about the idea of the federal government carrying out roundups and forcing people into concentration camps, which is a pretty disturbing concept to contemplate. And one of the things that he says in that book, and the reason that I'm making this video, is that he says no patriot should be home on a holiday ever. And the reason for that is that holidays like Christmas, like Thanksgiving or New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, the 4th of July, what ends up happening is what you see over here behind me. The streets empty out and everybody is inside of their home. So if the federal government was interested in performing a mass roundup of people, it would be really easy on a holiday because all of the people are already inside of their houses. It's easy to catch them in groups at home. All of the workplaces are empty. Nobody is at work. All of the factories, all of the fulfillment centers, they're all empty. So if there was an attack by North Korea, it would be a great pretense for the despot that we have at the White House to carry out the mass roundup that the federal government has been planning for a long, long time. And it's hard to imagine that. But, for people like me, it's not that difficult to imagine. I've lived through military deployments against me personally and against other activists and people who are just praying for peace. So it's easy for me to see a situation where the military could be deployed against its own people. And for it to be most effectively done, it would have to be done on a holiday, like today. Now, if you look over here behind me, this is a major thoroughfare. This is like a major thoroughfare, and it's basically empty. There are a few cars going by here and there, but for the most part, people are inside of their houses right now. So, I just wanted to come on for a minute and make this video to talk to you guys about this concept of a mass deployment of military against US citizens. Because when it does happen, it'll be a day like today when everybody's at home and the people are all gathered together. Because it's easier to do a mass arrest and take a lot of people into custody in situations like this where everybody's already together. If people were all spread out through the city, it'd be a lot harder to find everybody. But on days like this, nobody's at work. So it's easy to catch people at home. So anyway, it's a pretty far out concept. But I wanted to go ahead and put this video together for a minute and talk to you guys about that, because, you know, in my reckoning, in the reality that I live in, it's not that far-fetched of a thought. It's not that unbelievable. It really could happen. I mean, you know, I've already been incarcerated for not doing anything wrong on multiple occasions. And, you know, I don't trust for a second that the government has our best interests at heart when they do those types of actions. And they're preparing for it. There have been multiple drills and, you know, practice runs where they've practiced urban warfare, going around and rounding people up. And, you know, with platforms like Facebook or like Google that keep keep your location closely monitored, it's virtually no trouble at all for those types of institutions to go around and pick people up. They could pick me up right now. So, you know, it's hard to talk about it. It's hard to think about this stuff because it creates cognitive dissonance. It's hard to, while you live in a free country, contemplate a potential dystopian police state. But when that police state comes, it will be like Christmas. It'll be on a day like Thanksgiving or the 4th of July where no one is at work. And it's easy to get people. So, you know, I don't want this video to go on too long, but I just wanted to mention those concepts to you guys. I want you to think about it. And if you have some time, look for the book Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper, or find the audio book Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. He talks about this subject in depth, and you might find that information helpful. So with all that said, I'll let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk with you again very soon.